In the upcoming New Year's anime series to be released by the animation studio Fanren in June, the Yinluo Sect will make a dazzling appearance as an external ally invited by the Mulan people, becoming a key force influencing the battle. So, what conditions did the Mulan people offer to persuade this behemoth from the Great Jin dynasty to join them? What kind of immense resources does the Yinluo Sect possess to cross mountains and rivers and intervene in the war between Tiannan and Mulan? Let's unravel the mystery today. To understand the strength of the Yinluo Sect, we must first examine it within the context of the Great Jin dynasty, this special holy land of cultivation. The vastness of the Great Jin's territory and the abundance of its resources far surpass those of Tiannan, making it arguably the pinnacle of cultivation civilization in the human realm. As one of the 10 great demonic sects of the Great Jin, the Yinluo Sect is naturally wealthy and powerful, with unfathomable depths. According to the original novel, the sect has at least 20 nascent soul stage cultivators, including 2 late-stage nascent soul cultivators. It's worth noting that there are only 3 late-stage nascent soul cultivators openly recognized in the entire Tiannan region. This single comparison is enough to give a direct sense of the terrifying strength of the Yinluo Sect. Even more thought-provoking is the fact that the original novel mentions that the Yinluo Sect once dominated the list of the top demonic sects in the Great Jin dynasty for a full millennium. The significance of this top of the demonic path cannot be measured by the standards of Tiannan, as the Great Jin dynasty boasted several nascent soul cultivators. In other words, for the Yinluo Sect to suppress all demons and maintain its top position for 1,000 years, its ancestors must have produced a peerless nascent soul stage ancestor. Otherwise, in a Great Jin dynasty teeming with nascent soul cultivators and powerful figures, it would have been impossible to bear the title of top of the demonic path. Even though it has declined in fortune and is no longer at its peak, a fallen camel is still bigger than a horse, and the Yinluo Sect's position among the top 10 demonic sects remains firmly established. Such a long-established sect naturally possesses extraordinary accumulated supernatural abilities, secret techniques, and treasured artifacts. So, what exactly are the formidable methods that the Yinluo Sect possesses? Sect Treasure, Ghost Banner. The most renowned treasure of the Yinluo Sect is undoubtedly the Ghost Banner. This treasure consists of 18 banners, divided into 12 main banners and 6 secondary banners, each held by a nascent soul elder within the sect. Each ghost banner requires the blood sacrifice of hundreds of thousands of living souls to forge. The cruelty of the forging process and the sheer number of souls required are utterly appalling. When all 18 ghost banners are simultaneously unleashed and form a grand array, their power rivals that of a heaven-reaching spiritual treasure capable of destroying the heavens and the earth. Distributing this treasure among multiple individuals is not accidental, but rather a result of the Yinluo Sect's long-term planning, fearing that it might be completely destroyed, causing the sect's treasure to fall into enemy hands. This method of diversifying risk reflects both the Yinluo Sect's shrewdness and the paramount importance of the Ghost Banner. Blood Thunder Seed. This item is forged from the most filthy and defiled substances in the world, making it a truly extraordinary treasure. The Blood Thunder bead's power lies in its unique restraining effect. When facing an enemy, unless their treasure is forged using demonic techniques, its power will be greatly reduced and its spiritual essence lost once it is touched by the blood mist. Even the evil repelling Divine Thunder, which is invincible against demonic techniques, will be resisted and restrained by this bead. Its ability to contend with the legendary evil repelling Divine Thunder demonstrates the extraordinary nature of the Blood Thunder bead, and is one of the reasons why Yinluo Sect disciples can fight beyond their level. Blood Luo Shield. This is one of the 6 secret techniques of the Yinluo Sect, and its method of execution is quite bizarre. A blood corpse that has been kept in captivity for hundreds of years self-destructs, forming a blood-red shield-like barrier. This shield, named the Blood Luo Shield, is exceptionally tough and has astonishing regenerative power. Even a mid-stage nascent soul cultivator trapped within it will find it difficult to break free in a short time. Although this shield can only last for half a day, in a duel between experts, half a day of confinement is enough to determine life or death and reverse the course of the battle. Trapping the enemy within, awaiting the next killing blow, is the essence of the blood net's brilliance. Savage Behemoths. The Yinluo Sect is not only skilled in corpse refining and ghost exorcism, but also adept at cultivating savage beasts. These savage behemoths, bred using secret techniques, are as large as mountains, with thick hides and specially crafted armor, making them virtually impervious to ordinary magical weapons and supernatural powers. Even more terrifying is that when attacked, these behemoths enter a berserk mode, multiplying their combat power and becoming rampaging killing machines on the battlefield. Whether for covering group battles or breaking through enemy lines, these behemoths are invaluable, veritable mobile war fortresses. Copper Armored Corpse Refining. The art of corpse refining and ghost exorcism is the Yinluo Sect specialty, and the copper armored corpse refining is its pinnacle. A single bronze armored corpse might be mediocre, typically only at the foundation establishment stage, with a few corpse kings reaching the core formation level. However, the Yinluo Sect's strength lies in its high productivity during border wars. The Yinluo Sect deployed thousands of bronze armored corpses at a time, compensating for quality with quantity to form an overwhelming army of corpses. Even more terrifying is that this army can sustain itself through war. In large-scale battles, corpses not only advance in rank but also acquire more materials by devouring corpses, which are then used to refine new corpses. This cycle repeats endlessly. The army grows larger with each battle, and the high-ranking corpses become stronger with each fight, making it a veritable, never-ending plague of war. Soul-Sealing Curse. In terms of ruthlessness and viciousness, the soul-sealing curse is arguably the most insidious among the Yinluo Sect's many secret techniques. Once this curse is forcibly placed on someone, the cursed person's 3 souls and 7 spirits will be gradually sealed. As time passes, they can only watch helplessly as their souls slowly dissipate under the curse's influence. This kind of excruciating pain, where one can neither live nor die, far surpasses ordinary physical injuries. It's worth noting that in the original novel, Han Li's Daoist partner, Nangong Wan, had a relatively low profile later on, precisely because she was afflicted by this curse and suffered severe damage to her vital energy. Hopefully, the animation team can compensate for this in the earlier episodes by giving Nangong Wan more screen time. Otherwise, this cultivation partner from the Hidden Moon Sect is simply too tragic. All of the above are astonishing methods that the Yinluo Sect will showcase in the New Year's episode. Furthermore, the Yinluo Sect leader possesses a destroying immortal pearl, said to be powerful enough to harm even a nascent soul cultivator. However, viewers will not have the chance to witness this treasure in the New Year's episode. So, the question returns to its origin: why would the Yinluo Sect travel so far to help the Mulan people fight against the Qiannan cultivators? The answer lies in the current state of their sect's treasure, the Ghost Banner. It turns out that the Yinluo Sect damaged several ghost banners in their battle with the righteous cultivators of the Great Jin dynasty, and repairing this treasure requires countless souls and blood sacrifices. However, the righteous forces of the Great Jin dynasty were immense, and large-scale blood sacrifices were strictly prohibited. The Yinluo Sect dared not give the righteous forces any ammunition at such a sensitive time, lest they be attacked by a united front. Left with no other choice, they turned their attention to the distant war between Mulan and Qiannan. Upon hearing the news, the Mulan people made a solemn promise: after conquering the 9 Kingdoms alliance, they would allocate the population of 2 countries to the Yinluo Sect for repairing the Ghost Banner. This condition was exactly what the Yinluo Sect wanted. It allowed them to avoid the spies of the Great Jin dynasty's righteous forces while obtaining a massive amount of living souls to repair the treasure. Why not? Thus, this deal spanning thousands of miles was concluded, and the Yinluo Sect, this demonic sect of the Great Jin dynasty, was about to unleash a bloodbath on the Qiannan battlefield.